Welcome back to the channel, guys. So this is the first weekly report for the $1 million blueprint. For those who don't know about the $1 million blueprint, it's basically myself documenting my journey from broke to millionaire. So on this channel I'm documenting everything I do to pass from a 18-year-old Italian broke student to an American $1 million entrepreneur. Last week I started the channel and announced my weekly goals, but there were a few problems. First, I didn't have a clear vision about how to make $1 million, and I realized that vision was fundamental to make me stay consistent with my schedule. So as a result, I pretty much missed all the targets that I fixed last week. So the goals for last week were going to the gym 5 times, so I completed this one. Finish the book Skin in the Game, and I completed that too. Then post at least 3 videos and 10 short form content for the $1 million blueprint. And I actually posted 3 videos. I posted like 3 short form content, so I missed that goal because I overestimated the amount of short form content that I was able to produce. And also I wasn't consistent with the schedule because it was a pretty busy week at school, and so I didn't really find the time to organize and to script and to film the content. So I pretty much just posted 3 random low quality short form content on the channel. I had to get to the intermediate section of the React course. That means I should have done 4 hours of the React course. For those who don't know, React is a programming language and I'm studying coding to use the skill later on to build a business when I'm in the United States. But I didn't do any coding this week, so I totally missed this goal. Then I needed to post content on Theorems, which is my business that I'm currently running in Italy, and I had to do 3 short form content videos every day for the whole week. And I actually found a really good way to do that without falling into the Instagram trap. I'll talk you a little bit about that later. But on the weekend I forgot to do that because that method that I invented for posting content I only applied it during the school days. So I actually forgot to post on the weekend, so I missed this target, post content for theorems. Then I had to spend less than 3 hours on Instagram. I didn't really check my screen time. I'm gonna do it right now. So I actually used Instagram for more than 10 hours, and that was totally my mistake. And I'm working on changing that, so I've developed a method to avoid using Instagram and falling into the doom scrolling trap, and I'll talk about it later. Then I had this other goal, which was put on sunscreen every day. I missed that too because I did put sunscreen some days, but not consistently every day. So I also missed this one. Then I had to sleep 8 hours a day. Actually, I thought this was the hardest one, but so far I've stick to it and I've slept, well, maybe not exactly 8 hours, but like 7 hours and 40 minutes. So I'll check that as complete, and I'm really satisfied about that. And then stretch daily, I stretched like twice, so that was a total failure. So what did I learn this week? This week I realized that to reach a goal, you really have to plan out everything. And with everything I mean every single hour of your day. Because as I think David Goggins said, if you don't plan out every second of your time, someone else is gonna do it for you. So from today on, I plan on writing, in addition to the weekly tasks that I share here, a specific planning of each half hour of my time. Not only that, I also commit right now to publishing every day my task list so that I stay consistent and that I am 100% transparent with what I do. Now that I've talked a lot about my mistakes and my failures of this week, I'm gonna tell you the things that I learned and the new strategies that I've applied that will put me in a better position to work towards my goals, and specifically my goal of making $1 million. The big news is that, as I anticipated last week, I've made a website powered by Notion where I explain everything about the mission, and I share my weekly task and goal planner, which I use on Notion, which is this one that you should be seeing right now. And not only that, there I'll also be sharing every tool that I discover and some useful resources that I find and that I use. Now, as you see, I didn't really take the time to upload all the information and put out the links of the resources that I use every day, but I'll do that soon. Another interesting thing that I did was to share a live report which is available on the Notion website with a spreadsheet of my income and my net worth updated to the month so that you can see exactly my growth over time and know where I'm at in this journey. Another thing that I've discovered through this week is a very powerful app that you might know. It's very famous and it has really helped me through this week reduce my Instagram screen time because I did a lot. I did 10 hours in total, but you have to consider that like 3 hours of that is me making content, and of the other 7 hours, like 4 hours are the first 2 days where I didn't use this app that is called Opal. Opal is not sponsored or anything. I mean, you might guess that. I don't have a sponsor yet, but Opal is a really good app that basically is free. It also has a premium subscriptions with some features, but it's basically free and lets you schedule a time blocking for the apps you don't want to use in a specific time slot. So it's this one you see, and you also have all the data of how productive you were through the day, and you can also see your friends. I'll explain another video later this week how I use it and how it has completely changed, at least so far, the way I use my phone. So a video is coming about that specifically. Finally, I'll show you a really good thing that I discovered and I did. So as I was saying previously, to reach a goal, you have to plan out exactly what you're gonna do and when you're gonna do it. But more importantly, to reach a goal, you have to always keep in mind where you're going. So as my goal of making money was not that clear yet, I knew I wanted to get to $1 million, but I didn't know how, I didn't know where exactly. I basically didn't know where exactly I wanted to end up. So I discovered this cool technique that many people used and I found it on Instagram. And I don't know if that works yet, but I did it anyways and I'm gonna show it to you. So what I did is called a vision board. So basically a collection of pictures that represent your vision, the person that you want to become, or what will your environment be when you've reached the goal. And the way to do that is basically ask yourself, where do I see myself in 10, 20 years? Where do I live? What's my house like? What's my lifestyle like? What are my vacations like? So I've built this vision board and I put it on my desktop wallpaper so that I always keep that in mind, and hopefully it will help me when I'm tired and when I'm not motivated, and will remind me about where I want to go and why am I doing the work. So I'll quickly show it to you to end the video. Here you have it. This is my laptop. So there's a McLaren 720S purple, there's a private jet, there's a family on a yacht. That's how I envision my vacation. That is the city that I want to live in. That is Austin, Texas. And this is my dream house. So I hope that what I share every week and every day about myself will motivate you, inspire you, or guide you to find your dream and achieve it. I'll end the video by stating my goals for next week. So I hope to stay consistent with my sleep routine and sleep 8 hours a day. I hope to put on sunscreen every day. I hope to read at least 100 pages of my new book that I'm reading that I'm gonna show you. It is Made in America by Sam Walton, and it's about the founder of Walmart and how he achieved his American dream. So I think we were at 3. So our goal is to publish 3 videos on this channel and at least 1 short video a day. This time, let's see if we can do it. 3, I'm gonna spend less than, let's say, 4 hours on Instagram this week, productive and non-productive. Then I'm going to the gym at least 5 times. And finally, I'm gonna stick to what I said and publish every day starting for tomorrow, Monday 27, my daily time schedule. So I hope this video helped you, and I hope you might find valuable the things that I share. So if you like my project, if you want to support me, please leave a like and leave a comment. I really appreciate it. All the comments that I received from my last videos, and I want to say thank you to you all that are supporting my journey, and I'll see you in the next video.